Organisms reproduce. Question number 1. What is the importance of DNA copying in reproduction? Answer. DNA, deoxyribonucleic acid, is the genetic material found in the chromosomes which are present in the nucleus of cell. The DNA is the information site for making proteins, and each specific type of protein leads to specific type of body designs. Thus, it is the DNA molecule that determine the body design of an individual. Therefore, it can be conclude that it is the DNA that gets transferred from parents to the offspring and that make them look similar. It's a diagram for you that shows DNA. DNA determines body structure. DNA प्रोटीन बनाने में हेल्प करता है और प्रोटीन से ही आपका बॉडी स्ट्रक्चर बनता है. इट्स क्वेश्चन नंबर 2 फॉर यू. वाई इज द वेरिएशन बेनिफिशियल टू द स्पीसीज बट नॉट नेसेसरी फॉर द इंडिविजुअल्स? वेरिएशन जो बेनिफिशियल है किसी स्पीसीज़ के लिए है, पर ये ज़रूरी नहीं है किसी इंडिविजुअल के लिए. Variation are beneficial to the species than individuals because sometimes for a species the environmental condition changes so drastically that their survival become difficult. For example, if the temperature of water increase suddenly, the most of the bacteria living in that the water would die. Only few variants that are resistant to heat would be able to survive. However, if these variants were not there, then the entire species of bacteria would have been destroyed. Thus, these variants help in the survival of the species. However, all variations are not necessarily beneficial for the individual's organism. Question number 1. It's your NCERT questions, beta, and it's very helpful when you prepare your board examination. How does binary fission differ from the multiple fission? Answer is, in the binary fission, a single cell divides into equal halves. Amoeba and bacteria divided by binary fission. Parent cells divided into divided nucleus divides, and साइटोप्लाज्मिक डिवीजन होगा आफ्टर दैट, और फिर 2 डॉटर सेल्स फॉर्म्ड हो जाएंगी. बाइनरी फिशन इन अमीबा. इन मल्टीपल फिशन अ सिंगल सेल डिवाइड्स इनटू मैनी डॉटर सेल्स simultaneously. Amoeba and plasmodium divided by multiple fissions. Its diagram shows multiple fission in plasmodium. Next question. How will an organism be benefited if it reproduces through spores? Answer. There are many advantages if an organism reproduces through spores. Advantage of spore formation. Large number of spores are produced in one sporangium. Spores are distributed easily by air to far off place to avoid competitions at one place. Spores are covered by thick walls to prevent dehydration under unfavorable conditions. Question number 3. Can you think of reason why more complex organisms cannot give rise to new individuals through regeneration? Answer. Simple organisms such as Hydra and Planaria are capable of producing new individuals through the process of regeneration. The process of regeneration would involve the formation of new organisms from its body parts. Simple organisms can utilize this method of reproduction as their entire body is made up of similar kind of cell in which any part of their body can be formed by growth and development. However, complex organisms have organ system level of organization. All the organ system of their body work together as an interconnected unit. They can regenerate their lost body parts such as skin, muscles, blood, etc. However, they cannot give rise to new individuals through regeneration. Question number 4. Which of the following is plant hormone? Insulin, thyroxine, estrogen and cytokinin. Answer is cytokinin is the plant hormone. Question number 5. Why is DNA copying is an essential part of the process of reproduction? Answer. DNA, deoxyribonucleic acid. Deoxyribonucleic acid copying is an essential part of reproduction as it passes genetic information from parent to offspring. It determines the body design of an individual. The reproducing cells produce a copy of DNA through some material reaction and result in two copying of DNA. The copying of DNA always takes place along with the creation of additional cellular structures. This process is then followed by division of a cell to form two cells. Next. Next question is, how is the process of pollination differ from fertilization? Answer: pollination is the process to transfer of pollen from anther to stigma. It occurs with the help of certain pollinators such as air, water, birds or some insects. Fertilization, on the other hand, is the fusion of male and female gamete. It occurs inside the ovule and leads to the formation of zygote. Next question, what is the role of the seminal vesicle and the prostate gland? Answer: the secretion from seminal vesicle and prostate gland lubricate the sperms and provide a fluid medium for easy transport of sperm. Their secretion also provide nutrient in the form of fructose, calcium and some enzymes. Next question, what are the changes seen in girls at the time of puberty? Answer: secondary sexual characters in girls. First is increase in breast size and darkening of skin of the nipples present on the tip of the breast. Second, appearance of hair in the genital area. Third, appearance of hair and other of skin like underarms, face, hands and legs. Next, increase in size of uterus and ovary. Next, beginning of menstrual cycle. Next, more secretion of oil from the skin which result in the appearance of pimples. Next question, how does the embryo get nourishment inside the mother's body? The embryo develops inside the mother body for about 9 months. Inside the uterus, the outer tissue surrounding the embryo develop fingers like projection called villi. These villi are surrounded by uterine tissue and maternal blood. They provide a large surface area for exchanging of oxygen and nutrients. Also, there is a special tissue called placenta which is embedded in the uterine wall. The embryo receives the oxygen and nutrients from the mother blood via the placenta. The waste material produced by the embryo are also removed through placenta. Next question, if a woman is using a copper T, will it help in protecting her from sexually transmitted disease? Answer: no, using a copper T will not provide a protection from sexually transmitted disease as it does not prevent the entry of semen. It only prevents the implantation of the embryo in the uterus. Exercise questions are: asexual reproduction takes place through budding in option are amoeba, yeast, plasmodium, leishmania. Answer is asexual reproduction takes place through budding in yeast. Question number 2, which of the following is not a part of the female reproductive system in human being? Options are ovary, uterus, vas deferens, fallopian tube. Answer C, vas deferens is not the part of female reproductive system in the human being. Question 3, the anther contain options sepals, ovule, carpel, pollen grains. Answer D इसका आंसर है the anther contain pollen grains. Question number 4, what are the advantages of sexual reproduction over asexual reproduction? Answer: advantages of sexual reproduction. First is the sexual reproduction, more variation are produced, thus it ensures survival of species in a population. Next, the new formed individual has characteristics of both the parents. Next, variations are more viable in sexual mode than in asexual one. This is because in asexual reproduction, DNA has to function inside the inherent cellular apparatus. Question number 5, what are the functions performed by the testes in human being? Answer: The testes are the male reproductive organ that are located outside the abdominal cavity within a pouch called scrotum. Function of testes: first is produce sperm, second produce a hormone called testosterone which bring about secondary sexual characters in boys. Next question is why does menstruation occur? Answer: menstruation is a process in which blood and mucus flow out every month through the vagina. The process occurs every month because one egg is released from the ovary every month, and at the same time the uterus womb prepares itself to receive the fertilized egg. Thus, the inner lining of the uterus gets thickened and is supplied with blood to nourish the embryo. If the egg does not get fertilized, then the lining of the uterus breaks down slowly and gets released in the form of blood and mucus from the vagina. Next question: draw a label diagram of longitudinal section of flower. It is a flower diagram, and female reproductive parts unit is called carpel and male reproductive unit is called stamen. The colorful part is called petal and the protective green part is called the sepal. Next question: what are the different methods of contraceptions? Answer: the contraceptive method can be broadly divided into following types. Natural method: it involves avoiding the chance of meeting of sperm and the ovum. In this method, the sexual act is avoiding from day 10th to 7th of the menstrual cycle because during this period ovulation is expected and therefore the chance of fertilization is very high. Next method is barrier method. In this method, the fertilization of ovum and sperm is prevented with the help of barrier. Barrier are available for both male and females. Condoms are the barrier made of thin rubber that are used to cover penis in males and vagina in females. Next method: oral contraceptives. In this method, tablet or drug are taken easily orally. These contain small doses of hormones that prevent the release of egg and thus fertilization cannot occur. Next method is implantation and surgical method. Contraceptive devices such as the loop or copper T are placed in uterus to prevent pregnancy. Some surgical methods can be also used to block the gamete transfer. It includes the blocking of vas deferens to prevent the transfer of sperm known as vasectomy. Similarly, fallopian tube of the female can be blocked so that the egg will not reach the uterus known as tubectomy. Next question is how are the modes of reproduction different in unicellular multicellular organism? Answer: in unicellular organism reproduction occurs by the division of entire cell. The mode of reproduction in unicellular organism can be fission, budding, etc. Whereas in multicellular organisms, specialized reproductive organs are present. Therefore, they can reproduce by complex reproductive methods such as vegetative propagation, spore formation, etc. In the more complex multicellular organisms such as human being and plant, the mode of reproduction is sexual reproduction. Next question is how does reproduction help in the providing stability of to population of a species? Answer: living organisms reproduce for the continuation of particular species. It helps in providing stability to the population of a species by producing a new individual that resembles the parents. This is the reason that cats give birth to only cats and dogs give birth to only dogs. Therefore, reproduction provides stability to population of dog or cats or any other species. Next question: what would be the reason for adopting contraceptive method? Answer is contraceptive method are mainly adopted because of the following reason: to prevent unwanted pregnancies, second is to control population rise or birth rate, third is to prevent the transfer of sexual transmitted disease. These are the ncert solutions question answers of how do organisms reproduce, and this series will be continued. Thank you so much.